themselves at the foot of the Rockies. This edition of the NFL. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. On first down, it's Warner, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak. And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line. Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key. Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown? Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. On first down, Justin Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it. Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Herbert. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you know, the defense has played well enough.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touch. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run on first down. Warner, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, it's Warner. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 21. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, now Brady. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Lions.
(21-3) is your score after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Herbert now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quentin Williams providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Warner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a play fake. Brady. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Warner. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Throwing now is Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert off of play action. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, Herbert's use the second of their as they'll head to the sideline and talk over next. The air again, Herbert. The for McKenzie. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
First down with Hunt. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The final shot before the break for Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 14. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken right around the 44. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Brady. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady going to throw. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards. 1st down, Lions.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That is caught by Callaway. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, boys. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Warner, 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's defensively willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Into the secondary, past the 40, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Herbert. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Daniil Hunter, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Herbert now. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Lions on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Following the fumble recovery, Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.